Hello world, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins, this time on the right channel.
Yay!
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 Yay! Yay! Yay! Okay, if it looks a little slightly different than when we last left, it's because I lowered the graphics a tiny bit. Just hopefully it'll crash less.
He broke it. He's trying to break it more.
No, so let's see. We're going to talk to our party a bunch, then we're gonna head to one place briefly, and then we're gonna start with one of the main quests. Let's talk to you again.
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me.
Anything I can do?
I just
No!
What are you doing?
Try to put your stream on so that I can, if there's anybody that's talking, I can see. And then it was like, bleh!
Your computer's loud. Let's see what this person has to say.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Oh, I did. Did the TV turn off?
Yeah.
Oh, don't do that.
Save it for later.
Oh wait, why am I looking there? That's my own inventory. What do we have here? Under the backpack. Yes, please. Is there anything I want to buy here?
Me. Buy me.
What?
It's not on the TV.
Are you a hand puppet?
Yeah.
Are you a pet rock?
What thing?
What?
Is it 3?
Yeah.
Save
Protective
it
cone.
for later.
So these things are down here at the bottom. Can't remember if I mentioned this. These are it's a DLC, the Feast Day Gifts and Pranks. So all of the gifts are at the top. They're things that the that party members will like a lot. I think like it gives them 50 approval, which is ridiculous because that's halfway to maxing it out. And then there's also so for example, the dog, you can buy him a stick. And then there's also the Feast Day Pranks, which makes them lose 50 approval. So for the dog, the equivalent is the protective cone, because dogs don't like wearing those cones around their necks. Thank you for the host, love of Ami. See how those... Some of them are actual things you can use. So for example, Sten's really interesting because you can buy him... for the prank, it's a butterfly sword, which is great because he wields it and it just... Butterflies follow him around and there's rainbows and it's spectacular.
I remember that.
And he doesn't like it. But the one he does like is the Kunari Prayers for the Dead, which you give it to him. It's a book he can read in combat to resurrect fallen party members, which is a bit bizarre, but really cool to suddenly turn like a damage dealer into a partial healer. That was useful in one specific battle. Anyway, Blood Dragon items. I have almost no gloves. No one has gloves. Ooh, these... That might be useful. Oh yeah, that'll be useful. Should I get that? Yeah, I should get that. Or hold off on it for now. Just because... Or I'll show you why in a moment. And by in a moment, I mean in a while.
If there's anything I can do for you, please.
What's your story?
Well, if you're really interested, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm originally from Orzammar, just as you are, I suspect. You don't have the look of a surface dwarf about you. I was a merchant there, too. Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand. No.
Sorry.
I don't know what to do about it.
Days, I suppose.
I'm sorry. Go on.
So, as I said, things were going well. But good things must come to an end. One day, a noble woman came to my store. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy.
Hey, I used to be a noble.
And now you're up here, on the surface.
My brother betrayed me and had me exiled.
Then you know whereof I speak, don't you? Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I've been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for. The lost tides. They're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure. Something worth a little gold.
I see.
The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back.
Fascinating story. Thank you.
You're quite welcome. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you?
Where do your goods come from? Not the deep roads.
Look, we don't rob people, all right? We don't take things from people that need them. The things in the lost tides, what good did they do lying there? I brought them back to Orzammar, where people could look at them and remember. It's not all that different up here. There are places long abandoned by the humans everywhere. Even more now with the Darkspawn coming.
What do you mean?
People flee
What do
from
you
the
mean?
fight with good reason.
I don't.
They forget things. Things with value and meaning. They leave them behind because they're frightened and desperate. And sometimes my boy and
Really?
I
That was your announcement?
find our way to these places before the horde descends, and we save these things. I take them away so the Darkspawn don't get them.
Fine,
It's not
I'll
so
fix
bad.
it.
They destroy everything they touch.
Of course. Somehow he's gonna make it worse.
Everyone has to make a living somehow.
That's what I tell myself, too. Ah, these are dark times indeed. Dark times, my friend.
Have you heard any rumors?
With King Kaelin dead, the throne falls to Queen Anora. She's made her father the regent, however, at least for now. I think Kaelin's father, old King Merrick, would have approved. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
What about any other rumors?
It's not just Darkspawn in the hordes, you know that? There are people with them. Folks who are sick with the blight, and their minds are all twisted and mad.
Oh my.
I heard tell of a man meeting his own brother on the field, yet when he called out to him, his brother didn't even recognize him and just attacked. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
What about other rumors?
I hear that Tier Loghain, the regent, is calling for new levies of troops. He wants to rebuild the army we lost at Astagar. Thing is, there's not a lot of spare men to be found. Out of Dragon's Peak, there's press gangs roaming around, grabbing any free man they can lay their hands on. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Have you heard any rumors?
I hear news from Denerim that Tier Loghain has been declared the new regent. It makes sense, his daughter being the queen. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what...
Rumors?
I've heard from some travellers that something bad might have happened in Redcliffe, overrun by Darkspawn, maybe. There's no word from the village at all. A merchant friend of mine said he encountered someone fleeing the place and there was nothing waiting for him there but death. He wisely turned around and came right back. That's what I've heard.
We should
on the
check
road.
that out later.
Take it for what it is.
Rumors?
Some folks aren't happy about Tier Loghain being named regent. There are rumors he had something to do with the king's death.
Rumors are right.
Isn't that the most ridiculous thing you ever heard? The Darkspawn killed him, sure enough. If Tier Loghain couldn't save the king from that end, then nobody could. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow.
Rumors?
I hear the Dwarven king is passed on.
Oh no!
Old as he was
My
probably
father.
poisoned or assassinated. That's how the dwarves normally go out, isn't it? That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it thank the Maker we didn't lose Tyrn Loghain at Ostergard. He pulled his troops out just in time, so it said. Without him, we'd be lost.
Debatable.
That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Something's going on at the Major's Tower at Red Callanhod.
He knows a lot of
Nobody
rumors.
knows exactly what, though, and the Templars aren't saying. Exactly what we need, isn't it? Let's hope the Majors are just cooking up something to deal with the Darkspawn. Somebody should be, after all. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. There's knights from Redcliffe spread all over Ferelden on some kind of mission, but
A bunch of these are like little hints about what's to come.
rare to find. Maybe they all went back to Redcliffe.
Do you know what ray
Like we
tracing
got time
is?
searching for something
Yeah.
that can't be found.
Why are you so
Abandoned
upset by
themselves.
that?
I wonder what Earl
Reasons.
Eamon is going to do without any knights. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow.
Okay, so ray tracing it's a like a newer, sophisticated way of rendering graphics. It's supposed to be the next big thing, and like the next like GPUs that are coming out are all about like, oh look, we can do ray tracing. Except that right now there is almost no support for it.
What do you mean?
So, like if I were to buy like one of the 20X series for NVIDIA with the whole ray tracing stuff, there's I want to say like only a handful of games that actually like allow you to take advantage of that.
Well, we're just reading, and supposedly the next PlayStation is gonna have ray tracing.
Right.
You knew that already?
Yeah. It was a rumor. He told me about it.
First in the game?
Yeah, I'm asking him about all sorts of rumors, stuff like, oh, Tyrn Loghain has done this. This kind of stuff is happening at Redcliffe. Here's stuff about the next PlayStation. It's kind of weird to hear in a game from 2009, but just roll with it. You seem very confused. Let's ask for more rumors.
I hear from folks traveling the East Roads that there's werewolves in the Brazilian forest. Actual werewolves. They haven't been around since the days of Dane and his ilk.
Oh no.
That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Some hunters who range into the Brazilian forest say that a Dalish clan there has fallen to some kind of sickness. The blight, most likely.
Oh, no.
Poor sods. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. There's talk that King Caleb was cheating on the Queen, and she found out about it. That's why Tyrn Loghain
That's
abandoned Caleb.
actually a really interesting
That's what I've heard on the
rumor.
road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
That's elaborated upon in one of the books.
The crafters of the Pearl Brothel are threatening to close their doors.
Oh,
They
no.
are finally recognised as a true guild.
Not the brothel.
Can you imagine?
What?
That's what I've
What?
heard on the road, anyhow.
Hmm.
Take it for what it is. I've heard a rumour that the reason Queen Enora has never produced an heir is that she's barren.
It
It's a
tickles!
I'm sorry.
And I want to hear it!
So listen.
I can't with
Kill someone, or your blood is put on.
Put like a blanket on or something.
There will never
It's
be an heir.
hot!
Oh my god.
The royal line of Callanhod has been broken for good, no? That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
It ties into one of the other rumors.
I hear tell they held a funeral in Denerim for King King.
Oh no.
Grand Cleric called for a full day of mourning, and there was a procession a mile long passing by the brazier. It's too bad they don't have a body to properly burn. What happened to him at the hands of those creatures, it's unthinkable. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. There's a nasty rumour going around that the Grey Wardens are evil and that they worship the Archdemon.
Hey, I'm a Grey
They're the
Warden.
ones that cause the blood. They were getting upset, see, that there was no use for them anymore. So they summoned up the Archdemon to do their bidding.
I resent that.
Explain a great many things. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. I've heard a lot of stories of bands of Darkspawn
Can I-
roaming the countryside.
I want to listen!
So listen.
I can't!
seem
It
to appear
tickles!
I'm sorry.
and disappear just as fast. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Mute for a minute.
It's said the North Road Inn serves a shepherd's pie containing actual shepherds. Seems the innkeeper has something against the flocks being brought too near his own fields. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. I don't know what to tell you. Nothing I can think of at the moment. You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. Ah, yes. I'm married to a fine woman back in Denerim, it's true. She'd give me a son if she could, but that's not likely to ever be. Sandal here. I found him in the deep roads years ago. Abandoned, I think, and he was never quite right in the head. I took him in, and I brought him with me when I came here to the surface. He may not be my blood, true, but I think of him as one.
We left Orzammar.
That's right, boy. Maybe one day we'll see it again.
Dying.
No, I'm at the camp. It's safe here. That was generous of you.
It's not as if I don't benefit, mind you. Turns out the boy's a natural working with enchantments. Might have even been lyrium-addled. I never thought of that before, to be honest. Happens sometimes. He can work an enchantment into just about anything, however, given some time. Could probably open his own
Was
shop
that this guy?
if he knew how.
Enchantment.
Yep.
Well, he does seem to enjoy it, at least.
I should go.
Of course. Good fortune to you and yours.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Enchantment.
Hello again.
Hello.
Hello.
It was a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
What enchantments does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor.
Wow.
But naturally, some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform. But my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment.
There you have it.
I'd like some enchanting done.
Enchantment.
Yeah, so this is where we can toss some runes.
Enchantment.
I don't want to ruin anything right now.
You don't want to ruin anything?
No. Because they're permanent. I mean, like, you can put another rune there, but it destroys it, so you can't just, like, switch them between.
Enchantment. Enchantment.
Okay, let's briefly...
Enchapstick.
Oh, I need to level myself up.
Yeah, you weak.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait, no. That's because I haven't decided upon a specialization yet. Let's see. What do I have for...
Tower of Pie is alive with Dragon Age. Yeah.
What do I have for... gifts? Give this to... Alistair.
Is that for me?
Yep.
Really? Wow. Wow.
I think... Do you get that?
Ooh, shiny.
I think so. Can't remember who gets these. Silver bracelet, travel necklace. What about you? Maybe.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
Yay, thanks. Okay, let's talk to some party members. Drop a save. Yeah. I'm gonna talk to everyone, then head out.
Enchantment.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
Sorry if this is like really dialogue heavy at first. How did you become a shapeshifter?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
That does sound like something you do.
Oh? I truly doubt that children would be worth the effort. They are filthy, smelly things full of tears and snot and trouble. That said, I cannot speak for the tastes of my mother. She has, after all, lived a very lengthy time in the wilds and done many things I know nothing of. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Never heard of magic like that before.
No, 'tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could. But as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
You can have her teach you that specialization sometimes. But we don't need to do that, because we already unlocked it in a previous playthrough. That's good. Traditions need to be preserved.
I am surprised you think so. Still, 'tis a pleasant thing to hear.
Do you spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well.
Enchantment!
I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
What did other animals think of you when you're changed?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
Can you change into human forms as well?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
That's all I wanted to ask.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
Nah, they're pretty cool. I think your abilities sound quite useful.
Oh, you're simply full of surprises, little man, aren't you? But
Yep.
enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Morgan approves. +7.
What do you wish of me?
What do you have
If
to
you
talk
must.
about?
I cannot teach you, no. But any
Yeah, we knew.
send whoever.
Knew the answer to that. Oh, we just unlocked the mage specialization.
What do you
For
wish
what little
of
that
me?
does.
If you must.
What do I want to Did you grow up in the wilds?
Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I?
I'm curious. What's wrong with that?
Any number of cats could inform you of the answer to that question, but have it your way. What is it you asked if I grew up in the wilds? A curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays into a civilized wilderness.
And you remained unnoticed?
For the most part, Flemeth taught me well. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be overwhelming. I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for.
I can just imagine.
I rather doubt that. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be traveling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped, and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested.
That was quick thinking.
Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive. I played the weakling and battered my eyelashes at the captain of the guard. Child's play.
I saw that movie last
The point
weekend.
being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting?
Cloudy or black?
Touching? Like a handshake? Or actually... Yeah.
To begin with, yes. What is the point of touching my hand? I find it an offensive intrusion. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again.
I think one of the original reasons for the whole handshake thing is that it was to show that you weren't holding a weapon in your hand. Yet here you are.
Yes, here I am. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens up and swallows us, yes?
And by get on with it, more conversations.
What do you wish of me? If you must.
I must. Have you been hunted by the Chantry?
You are very cute to ask so many questions.
And you're cute when you're evasive.
Really? Perhaps we should be wrapped in ribbons and adorned with flowers. So cute are we, too.
I don't think I would
My
look
mother
good
has
in a
been
ribbon.
haunted from time to time, yes, by Templar fools like Alistair, which should tell you how successful they generally were. Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more.
You really had no trouble with them?
I am unsure. I was too young to understand, and perhaps 'twas bravado on Flemeth's part, or perhaps she was merely amused. I will never know. Flemeth would warn them once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed. And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait. A little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their doom.
Surely more would have followed.
Sometimes. Eventually. Thankfully, the wilds is a vast place. Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere and we would be lost within the forest once again.
Whee!
I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum.
They got what they deserved.
Perhaps they did. Still, I do not begrudge them doing what they believe is necessary. The Chantry sees any mages not leashed to the Circle of Magi as apostates. And apostates could become maleficarum, evil mages that resort to blood magic and become
not blood magic.
demon-enslaved abominations. It may even be true. Still, those of us who prefer freedom see no reason to submit.
I agree completely.
Oh? I hope you're not simply being agreeable. It would be a refreshing change.
Nah,
Enough of
freedom.
this talk. Let us return to the task at hand.
One more.
What do you wish of me? If you must.
Is Flemeth really what she seems?
Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
Human?
Oh, she certainly was human. Once. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience.
Absolutely nothing. I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Ah, I see. That does explain much. I can relay what Flemeth once
I've lived
told me
underground my
herself,
whole life.
and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
That sounds interesting.
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful. A fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her.
Doesn't feel like a Wednesday today. It's weird. How long ago is this?
Many centuries, before this land was even named Ferelden. The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the Bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the Dreadlord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, My mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conobar the jealous lord, who looked on from afar. Lord Conobar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife. And Osen agreed.
Oh no. He sold his wife to another man?
The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. It was Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conobar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge.
And Ivy's going to sleep.
No, I'm not.
You're just lying down.
Yeah.
Inevitably, that leads to you going to sleep. So she truly loved Osen then.
That was not the point. Conobar had no honor, so she would not have him. Flemeth begged the spirits to aid her, and 'twas they who slew Conobar. The demon the legend tells of came later. Lord Conobar's allies chased Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong.
I think I'm going to talk a little bit less to everyone else, otherwise I'm going to spend the entire stream just talking to people.
And her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries
I won't mind
later.
it, but I feel like for the viewers it'll be a bit dull.
Lies.
Of course. Wait, what? She never invaded, or he never defeated her?
The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero.
Interesting.
Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began.
Interesting story. Thank you.
Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless.
She died a long time ago.
Oh, then you have my sympathies for what it is worth. Which is very little, I am certain. It matters not. Let us move on.
Okay. So, with characters, as they level up, or where is it? Can I find it? Skills. As you get the approval up for different characters, they gain various small skills. So, because I have Morgan above 25%, she gains a minor bonus to magic. So there you go. That's that.
I await your command. We are in camp, so 'tis as
Anything
good
to
a
say for
time as
this?
any.
No. Okay. So yeah, that's enough for that. Talk to everyone else. Or actually, first. DLC quest over here if you want. Let's talk to the dog.
Oh, why, you little...
What? What?
Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
Well, he is a war dog.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Yay. Okay, let's talk talk with Alistair a little bit.
What do you need?
Do you want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
He was like a father to you. I understand.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost him. not with the blight and everything. I'm sorry.
No need to apologize.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
He had you.
I suppose he did. It probably sounds stupid, but part of me wishes I was with him, in the battle. I feel like I abandoned him.
Well, he told you to. He saved your life by sending you to the tower.
Yes. I know. I think he came from Hyeba, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Dwarves don't practice cremation, do they? How do your people honor your dead?
We entomb our dead within the stone beneath our tides.
I heard about that, now that I think about it. Their spirits return to the rock, strengthening the foundation of the tide. It sounds so strange.
No stranger than burning your honored dead to ashes.
I suppose you're right. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Anytime. It's for... Yeah.
What do you need? Ask away.
Let's do that stuff later. What about you, Stan?
Why are we stopping?
We're working together. I think I should get to know you.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
I need to know if I can trust you at my back.
I am Kunari. I have given my word to aid you. We are not people of idle promises.
I've never seen a Kunari before. Tell me about your people.
No.
Oh. Please?
People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
A little hostile, aren't we?
Many humans have said that to me. I do not understand it. If I were indeed hostile, you would be bleeding.
So this is you being calm and helpful?
Couldn't you tell?
You know what? Just follow orders and you'll do fine.
As you wish.
Let's talk to Liliana.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
Talk a little bit more next time, actually. Is that it? Shale. I guess talk to Shale and then we'll head out.
I see it found some augmentation crystals. I was not even aware it knew about them. Well done.
Thank you.
So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is.
Don't be ridiculous. They're useful.
I think it takes for granted that it gets to wear clothing and other sorts of colorful things. I think these are lovely. I think it should find some more as soon as possible. I want to glitter from ear to ear, so to speak.
Oh, oops. Okay, let's just drop a save just because I want to, just in case I mess something up. Let's go. Check out Denerim just briefly, and then we'll head to Redcliffe. Taking Alistair, Morgan, and Liliana. Where is it? Denerim. Oh wait, actually, I want to load.
Will you stop eating?
Listen,
I'm hungry.
I should buy that thing first.
Face at camp. For now, watch the bloody road.
Listen.
But we've been looking at the road for hours. No travelers all day.
Will one of you pay attention?
Listen.
Hey, who's
I
there?
listen too much.
Enemies approaching!
It's your time to die! Wipe them out!
Come back here. Here we go. Ooh, Alistair's doing a bit low on the old health front. Hey! That's not nice. Can you heal Alistair, please? Probably shouldn't be taking him out but by myself. But oh well. There we go. Mouse are leveled up. Actually, no. What I wanted to do was load back from this. Actually, no. I should load from... Sorry. Load from this one. Because I want to go buy that thing just in case it replenishes. Yeah.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife?
Hello, Trevor. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing?
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods.
Where is it? This one. Where's level 8? Ah, okay. So I'll actually save this for next time so we can get both of those. Now we can go. I'm streaming a little earlier than I expected because the office had to be closed today.
Indeed.
Because there were things going terribly wrong. And Ami's asleep on the couch, even though she said she wasn't going to be falling asleep. I'm doing pretty well. It's weird because it doesn't feel like a Wednesday, but... What's this? Who are you?
You have coin, stranger? The doors of Mar closed off. Old Tegra can give you a discount.
Cool.
Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
What's going on in Orzammar?
There's two things I'm here: travel or trade. Understand?
Okay. What are you selling? She looks tired. Cute, but tired. Let's buy these things. Oh wait. The shoes. Actually, I shouldn't have done that. I'm trying to remember who that's for. Tome of Skill and Sundry. Ah, I can't afford it because I just bought that other thing. Oops. Oh well. Let's move back on. Thank you for the host. Denerim Market District. So there's some quests over here that we can get done. Yep, you're the first. Welcome. Okay, so main reason I am here. Ooh, just get so many quests. Just accept them all. We could figure out what they are afterwards. The main reason we're here is because
I bought a confection of spun sugar here once. It got stuck in my hair. to come out, but it was very tasty for a few days.
Dwarven crafts. Fine
Look,
dwarven crafts.
it's our old friend.
Direct from Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven.
My lord. My lord Hydukin? Is that really you?
Ta-da!
I knew you survived. I never stopped believing it. Neither did your father. Before I left for the surface, King Endron sent for me. It was almost more than I could endure, seeing him so. As if he were long dead and rotten, now merely an empty husk collapsing in on itself. He could not even rise from his bed. The room stank of decay. He asked me to give you the shield of Hydukin. And this letter.
The shield. I had almost forgotten about it.
I've carried them with me since I left Orzammar. As angry as I once was with the king, when I saw him that final time, I pitied him. His eyes have haunted me since.
No worries. Food is
If
important.
it were possible for a man to die of regret, I think King Endron did. But we shouldn't dwell on the past. I can hardly tell you how good it is to see you alive.
Can't believe I found you here of all places.
I am far happier in my exile than I ever expected to be.
So you're a merchant now?
I was injured in my travels here.
Oh no.
My leg healed crooked and I will never fight again. And I have a new life now. I'm married into a surface family. My wife is lovely and her father is the best smith in Denerim. We're expecting our firstborn before the spring.
But you're married and expecting a child already? How long have I been gone? When can I meet the lucky girl?
I would love to introduce you, but you must have more important business than hearing about me.
No, you're actually
Have
the
a
main
look
reason
at
I came
my
here.
father-in-law's crafts. All fine work, and I'll cut you a discount.
Okay, so one benefit of the Dwarven noble backstory is your friend Gorham here. You can sell stuff to him at a higher price than you can anywhere else. So, generally speaking, if you can sell to him, do it. Hey, Speedwave. 5 years? I feel like that seems really a long time. Okay, sell this. Sell that. Backstab damage on a bow is so weird. So these. We have no one that uses crossbows. Get a lot of gold for that. Oh dear God! I can sell this. Weapon for 679 gold. That's enough to buy like almost everything in the game. I feel like that is ridiculous. If you ever run into trouble with money, sell that. What's Alistair wearing? How's this compare? Oh, it's same. Duke and Family Shield. Sell that. Sell that. I guess keep both those for now. So, okay, that's almost useless. Keep it for now, just the heck of it. What are these? Some of these things I never use. The thing with crossbows versus bows here is that, so the main difference is I think that in this game crossbows rely on strength, whereas bows rely on dexterity. So bows are most often used by rogues, which deal a lot better with dexterity, whereas the crossbows are used more by warriors. But for the warriors, you really want to have them up like on the front lines. It's not usually a class that you keep at range. So I don't think I've ever used crossbows in this game, really. Oh wait, these Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need those. That. Garnet, we want to keep some of those around. Oh, I almost never use these. Keep it for now, just in case. That's enough inventory for now. Let's take a look at that. What do we have? Notes. Hybrid builds. I guess. I mean, you sometimes find weird ones like warriors who are focused on range, but I feel you can have a warrior with the archery tree, but you can't have a warrior dip into rogue skills. It's just that archery itself is its own thing. But yeah, archery warriors are not that great. Where is it? Where is the note? Items? I'll figure that out later. Oh wait. There we go. That's right, I can just click on it. Letter from King Endrin. Perhaps you will burn this letter on red. Nope. For that I would not blame you. But I would not return to the stone without saying this to you. I have seen what Balin is, and when I saw it, I knew I had been a fool. For only a fool would cut out his own heart and burn it for the sake of appearances. I never believed in your guilt. I allowed you to be exiled because I feared an inquiry into Trian's murder would taint our house with scandal in the eyes of the Deshirs and cost our family the throne. But I have saved nothing by this sacrifice. I sent my only child into an uncertain exile. Know that whatever you do now, you bear all the honor and pride of House Iduken. A note from the late King Endrin Iduken. Oh. Oh, Alistair, how does your shield compare to this one? Oh, you can't use it. You need more strength. Liliana, what is your dexterity at? 27. Ah, so close to being able to equip that bow. Okay. Moving on. Yeah, we'll come back here to do quests more later. Right now, I want to continue on with Redcliffe. Do one of the main quests, then hop back here. Or do I want to do some now? No. I'll at least start Redcliffe. And then maybe come back. Oh no! It crashed. It was doing pretty well. Open the game back up. We went almost an hour without a crash. Pretty good. Resume. Yeah, as I mentioned before, I lowered the stats a little bit, or it lowered the graphics a little bit, so hopefully it should crash less. Wait, can I just fast travel from here? Yeah, I can. I like making Mage Warrior hybrids and RPGs. Hybrids are interesting. I feel like most of the time I'll go like down one path just to like really specialize in that. Although in my playthrough for Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, I'm what was it? Forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I'm going with the Jack of all trades route. Redcliffe Village. There we go. It is not fun. Yeah. Crashing. Boo. Oh no! Oh god, there's traps everywhere. Oh my god, what is this? Oh, Alistair's dead. Oh, this could have gone better. Oh god. Oh, okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Everyone's dying. Oh, always kill the mage first. This is just me not thinking. Please heal Liliana. Okay. Time to disable. Oh, let's. Oh god. Traps everywhere.
Allow me. I could do that for you. Allow me.
Okay, fine.
I could do that
Can you?
for you.
Can you really? Oh wow. Wait, can no one disarm these?
Allow me.
Oh god.
I could do that for
These are like really hard traps or something.
you. Allow me.
Let's get started.
I
Okay.
could do that for you.
Like having options in World of Warcraft, I like warlocks, paladins, and shamans along with monks. I don't think I've ever played any of those classes in any game. Oh god. All the traps.
Right.
Alright, level up Alistair. What do we have for him? Warrior's Unwavering Courage grants bonuses to damage, physical resistance, mental resistance, as well as bonus critical chance proportionally to... Okay, yeah. That seems like a good one. Sure. Wait, why do I keep saying that? Oh, because I didn't put this in. Yeah, sure. Can you wear that thing yet? Alistair, penalty to defense. I need to stop by the party camp briefly. Oh, cool. You can use this. Yeah, new weapon. That's a nice one. And you can use either this shield or this shield. This seems like a pretty good one. How about me? Strength. Let's bump that up to 18, I guess. What do we want? Yeah, finished coercion, I guess. Skills, lethality, and coup de grace. That was a good level up. You should be significantly more powerful. Okay, so now, why can I not go? Am I trapped here? Oh, do I have to leave this way? Just watch out for the traps.
As you wish.
This puts me in an awkward position. Love it. Cutscene.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something.
Your sword is
should
glowing.
probably have told you earlier.
What's on your mind?
Well, let's see. How do I tell you this? We're almost at Redcliffe. Did I say how I know Al Eamon exactly?
I think you said he raised you.
I'm a bastard. My mother was a serving girl at Redcliffe Castle, and she died when I was born. Our Lehman took me in and raised me before I was sent to the Chantry. The reason he did that was because my father was King Maric.
Dun dun dun.
Which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
What? You didn't think you might have told me this before?
How? When would I say that? Oh, by the way, King Maric had sex with a servant. She produced a bastard son. That's me. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
You still should have... Or does Loghain know?
Why wouldn't he? He was King Maric's best friend. I don't know if that means anything, though. I certainly never considered the idea that it might ever be important. Al Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, despite all the problems he caused with the king so soon after the war. He loved her a great deal. Anyway, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as the Arl's bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
What an awful thing to do to a child.
Maybe. She felt threatened by my presence. I can see that now. I can't say I blame her. She wondered if the rumors were true herself, I bet. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away. I tore it off and threw it at the wall.
Maybe I should have waited until this conversation to get that to him.
The Owl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
And you think the Aura will help us?
I think so, yes. This news we've heard about him being sick disturbs me, though. I wonder if we won't discover that Loghain has come to the same conclusion as we have. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
As you command, my prince.
Oh, lovely. I'm going to regret this. I just know.
Mm-hmm. And it crashed. Whee! Oh, this game does not like playing nice with Windows 10. When was the last time I saved? I don't know. It's back here. Hi, Morgan. Redcliffe. There's no guarantee I'll get the same fight as I did last time because it is random.
Will you stop?
Oh yeah, this one again. Listen.
I'm hungry. Stuff your face at camp. For now, watch the bloody road.
Let's spring an ambush. Her face looks funny. Oh my. Oh, I didn't level up. Like, oh, I need to level up again. There we go. Level up. Oh, bandit leader. And off with his head. Come back here. Oh. Did he trigger his own trap? I think he did. And that's what you get. Oh, there's more. Thought we were done here. How many are there over here? Okay, Alistair. Come on. We need it over here. Again, heal Alistair, please. There you go. Yeah, get into this backstab area. Damage is so much more. Now we're done? Okay. So if we look, right now our damage is 18.4 and 17.9. But if we level it up... now we're up to the same thing. Thought it would have gone higher. Pick that again. Switch to stuff. And so you get this and this. Loot all the things. Take that wood. Loot all the things. Mace.
This should be easy enough.
Some money. Some more money.
On it.
Open a chest. Arrows.
Allow me. I could do that.
Really? Okay. Okay, really? Guess you can. Good to know. Let's go loot these people first. Meh. Chest was over here.
Let's get started.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
I need to upgrade my lock picking. Base, because what do you have? You have 2 things in lock picking. I have 1. Okay. Yeah. I see. Okay. Oh wait. How much cunning do I need for stuff? 22 cunning. Okay.
Trap right ahead.
Oh no.
This should be easy enough.
Allow me.
Oh
I
my
can do
god.
that for you.
Why am I falling behind on this stuff? Sheesh. Okay, can we just not go that way? Yeah, we'll just walk around. Why am I playing this hard right now? What does this do again? Normal damage. Gather the party and venture forth. There we go. And we can speed through this cutscene because we
let's see. How do I tell you this?
saw it.
The reason he did that was because, well, everyone who knew either resent.
Should have
So
told
off I was
me.
packed to the nearest monastery at age.
Stupid. You were young.
So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just.
Yes. There we go. Okay. So let's go. Hello.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
What do you mean? Is there a problem?
So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
I've heard rumors. Or I've heard he's sick, if that's what you mean.
He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days.
Oh.
We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
You know.
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on. What is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, our Lehman's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
Okay. There's an interesting thing that I'll show off here. I don't know how long I'm going to stream for. People are not doing well.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Ten Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
Your nephew?
I refer to Kaelin, of course. Our sister was Queen Rowan, King Merrick's wife and Kaelin's mother. May her rest her soul.
So you are a Grey Warden as well. A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill.
Oh no.
No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
What evil things are you talking about?
Some call them the Walking Dead.
The TV show.
Decomposing corpses
And a
returning
comic.
to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come with greater numbers. With Kaelin dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance
Yep,
against
it's
Loghain
zombies.
without Arl Eamon.
Of course we'll help.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
I want to discuss the situation with you.
Of course.
You have some of our Lehman's knights here?
I have those few who returned from their quest. You know of this.
Quest?
Eamon's illness is very serious. The Arlessa, out of desperation, sent the knights on a quest for a cure. I know little about this, other than that the cure was supposed to be an ancient relic of great power. Sir Perth was one of the knights sent on this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more.
Why are you in the chantry with the villagers?
Sir Perth insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss.
Should things go amiss?
Should the monsters find their way in. I would prefer not to fight in the chantry, but if they come, then so must it be. We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible.
What happens after the battle is over?
Hopefully we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage. With luck, we'll also find Eamon and be able to help him.
There better be a reward after all this.
Eamon would be in a better position to reward you, to be honest.
What exactly are these things that are attacking the village?
I do not know. They seem to be walking corpses. Men with rotting flesh that continue to attack even with the gravest injuries.
Yep, zombies.
Undead. Spirits possessing the dead. There could be several causes behind such a thing. None of them pleasant.
I should get back to work.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Don't crash. Oh, good. Okay. So, do you have other things to say?
What do you need? There is not much daylight left.
Oh, fine.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Read a book. Find out some stuff. Bookshelf.
I'm scared, Mother. One of the bad men coming.
Demonic possession.
Soon, darling.
You have a name.
Good day.
Everything
That's
will be
weird. You have a name, but all you say is good day. Okay.
Where's Father? Why can't we go
Oh, we can go over here. More stuff.
Let us pray. What do you wish of me?
I was trying to talk to someone else, actually.
Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness.
Read this book. That is a
Blessed
thick book.
art thou who seeks his return. Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the holy flame. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our contrition.
On a long trip.
Oh no.
When will they be back? I miss them.
Be brave, young man. Your parents would want that. We need you here to protect the rest of us. Yes?
I guess I can do that.
Yes. In the morning, we'll look for your parents. In the morning.
Let's go talk to Caitlin.
Sorry. Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
You were literally standing quiet. You're not bothering me.
I shouldn't be such a crybaby. With Mother gone now, I have to be brave. I can't help myself. I'm so frightened. Those things dragged my mother away.
Oh no.
I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible. You poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Why would he run off? Do you know?
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
If he has foolishly run off, then he is no doubt dead. You should get used to that fact.
Nice. Maybe you want to kick her in the head while you're at it.
Shall we comfort her with lies? If she is to face death, better she face it honestly.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful.
It would. Have you tried looking for him?
I went to our house. It's by the square. He wasn't there. I searched the rest of the village too. I called and I called, but he never answered. I wonder if he ran off into the woods. I'm so worried. Without me, he has nobody.
What would you give to find him?
I have nothing. Everything we owned is in our house. If you found my brother, I would be eternally grateful. Oh, please, couldn't you look for him?
You've saved our lives. We'll be eternally grateful. Just how grateful are we talking here?
I would do anything, sir. If you found Bevan, I would.
Where would he go?
I thought he'd be at home, but he never came when I called him. If he doesn't come back tonight, I'm just so afraid for him. I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to do?
Okay. So let's see. So, just as a quick thing that I will show off, you have the option to just leave. So, if we just walk up here. This is one of my favorite quests in this game. And then, how do you get up there? Where is it? Yeah. Is it over here? Where's the exit to this place? Yeah, we can go this way. I think this works. Yeah. You have the option to just choose not to help.
I've no primitive fear of the moon, such that I must
Which
place my
isn't something that happens in most games.
But this can't all be an accident. Spirits, magic, all these wondrous things around us, both dark and light. You know these things exist. The fact of their
The
existence
castle. That's not what I want. I want over
does
here.
not presuppose an intelligent
Ah,
design
that's what
by
I
some absentee father figure.
So it is all random. A happy coincidence that we are all here.
Bye.
Attempting to impose order over chaos is futile. Nature is.
Where are you going? I thought you were going to help us.
You don't need my help.
You're wrong. You're really, really wrong. If you go, I doubt we'll still be here when you get back. Just saying.
You'll be fine. Yes, go back to camp. And when we do that... Wait. Maybe camp isn't enough. Maybe we have to go somewhere else.
Yes.
Indeed.
Go back to Denerim. Now, if we do this, then this is what happens.
They're coming.
Oh, just have a random fight going on here. I'm stuck in a trap. So yeah, I'm gonna load back up. But yeah, so you have the option to just leave. In what the heck is that kind of save? You can leave, in which case, the town gets attacked. And as predicted, everyone dies except for one person. And then they point you on for where the next quest is. It's a nice option.
Maintain watch. I don't. So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I heard they all died with the king.
You heard wrong.
So you say. A damn Kunari could walk up and say he was a Grey Warden. I wouldn't know the difference.
I should have brought Stan with me.
We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
Have faith, good man. We will defeat this evil together.
I hope you're right. I've been trying to hold us together, but it isn't easy. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
How's morale?
Morale's about what you'd expect. These men aren't soldiers. They're villagers defending their homes, and they're frightened. It would help if we had decent equipment. There weren't enough swords in Owen's shop. The men's armor is nearly falling off. I don't think we're in any shape to fight. We'll do our best, of course, but, well, I have my doubts. I just hope I'm alive tomorrow morning.
What can I do to help?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Why does he refuse to talk?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
No one else can do these repairs?
Not by nightfall, and not well enough that I'd be happy to test it in combat. If there were others, don't you think I'd ask them?
Is there anything else you need?
We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwin in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses.
Tell me about him.
He's a trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out.
I want to discuss something else.
Shouldn't you be trying to reason with Owen?
Okay.
Oh? Ask away.
Where can I get supplies?
If you want weapons and such, you'd go to the blacksmith, but there isn't much left there.
But there's nowhere to actually buy or sell things?
Commerce isn't exactly our biggest concern right now, but you might want to speak to Lloyd at the tavern. I wouldn't trust him, though.
Tell me about what's happened here.
Don't rightly know. We heard the owl was sick and getting worse, but after a while we heard nothing at all. A few folks went up to the castle to see what was going on. They couldn't get in. Nobody was there, not a soul. And then those horrid creatures attacked the village. They were everywhere. People dying. It was awful. Good thing Bantegan was here.
Do you know anything about the illness?
No. I know the Alessa sent the knights out for a cure. You can ask Sir Berth about it. He was one of them.
What else?
Shouldn't you be trying to reason with our
questions? Why are you here?
We're the last defenders of them folks in the Chantry. The women, elderly, and the children. They're the ones we need to protect. No matter what happens, we can't let them evil things in there. If they die, the village is done. Shouldn't you be trying to reason?
God.
Oh?
Apparently that's it.
Right. Let's hope we see morning.
Let's just see. Is there anyone I have to speak to? I need to speak to Durrell Garrison here. That's it. What do we get in there? Oh, just this way. Just short bow, and I can sell it. Okay, now let's just start working around and solving this stuff. So, where do we have right now? Zone, Chantry, Tavern, Smithy House. Okay. Just start working around. Went in the Chantry already. So let's check out. Yeah, start going. So they have Caitlin's home. Drop a save. It's a book. Some stories. When you approach the dresser, something moves inside. You hear a short, surprised intake of breath, and then silence. Hello, is someone in there?
Go away. This isn't your home. This is my home. My home, you hear me?
Bevan, is that you?
How do you know my name?
I spoke to your sister in the Chantry.
Did she tell you to take me back to the Chantry? Don't make me go back there. I hate that place. I hate it.
Don't you think your sister might be worried about you?
Maybe. But she just tells me not to be scared, even though she is. She tells me not to be sad, but she keeps crying because Mother died. I don't
Thanks
want
for stopping
to
by,
die.
Speedwave.
I'm brave. I'm going to be a hero. I'm going to fight them off. I will.
From in there?
No. I just heard you coming, and I guess that's not very brave of me, is it? I'll come out now.
Oh, hi there.
Alright. I came out. You won't hurt me. Will you? I'll go back to the Chantry if you really want.
First, tell me what you were doing in there.
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Are you sure? Maybe I could help.
You could. Alright, I guess. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was Grandfather's. And Grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought, if I was brave like Grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took Mother.
Where's this sword now?
In the chest. In Mother's room. Father gave me a key, but I'm not supposed to give it to anyone.
I'm not just anyone. But I could use the sword to help the village.
I guess you're right. I should help defend the village, shouldn't I? Father would have if he were here. Oh, alright. Here's the key. I hope you use it to kill a lot of those bad people.
I shall kill lots of people with this key.
Go back to the Chantry. Good luck.
I got a key. Yay! Okay. Let's go upstairs. Different area over here. Bookshelf. Well, the books get a little bit of experience and such. Let's check out this chest. The Green Blade. Nature resistance and damage versus beasts. Not bad. How's that compared to what Alistair has? Oh, what he has now is a bit better. Oh well. Back downstairs. I should go talk to Caitlin again. Alright, I'll finish going around these parts first. Twins Home General Store. What's here? Interesting town layout. So that. Nope. Oh, just what is the point of back here? That's doing some. Yeah, I guess we'll check that out first.
As you wish.
Door is locked and looks as if it had been recently repaired. Hello? Knock on the door. Let's try to pick the lock. Failed to pick the lock. It is now hopelessly jammed. Okay, fine. Let's break it open. I kicked a lock? I don't think I can do that as a dwarf.
Wonderful.
I'm used to stirring.
Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
Is that how you greet a fellow dwarf?
You've a high-born look about you. You were expecting some bowing and scraping, maybe. The name's Dwin. Pleased to meet you. Now, kindly tell me why you're here.
Murdoch says he needs you for the militia.
So, Murdoch's sending a dwarf to do his begging for him? Hoping I'll get all misty-eyed with thoughts of home? Look, I'll tell you the same thing I told him. I'm not risking my neck for this town.
Can't I change your mind?
I have to admit, you've a better chance than most. At least another dwarf is likely to have a few rocks to rub together between their ears. What do you have in mind, then? Let's hear it.
Put in a good word for you back in Orzammar.
And that means exactly what? Nothing. I'm a surface dwarf. And if you're still welcome there, more power to you.
I'll put in a word for you with Ban Tegan or the Jarl.
You might just be able to pull that off. Fine. I'll throw in with the militia. For now. You better be out there too when the sun goes down.
I will be.
I'm not fighting for a lost cause, you hear me?
Yay. Is there anything in this house we can loot? Doesn't look like it. Okay.
Right.
Did that. What's over here? General store.
This should be easy enough.
It's empty. There is lamp oil in these barrels. What quest was that for? Find a use for barrels of oil. A note. A tattered shopping list. And a chest.
Allow me.
Oh my god.
I could do that for you.
Am I really that bad at this? Oh, apparently you're bad at it too. Okay, now I don't feel bad. Let's walk around here a bit. Barrel. Greenstone. Lake Calahat. No swimming. If you look at the world map, somewhere, yeah, across the lake is the Circle at Magi. Doom, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-da-dum. Got some money. Store, Kittens home, Twins home. Okay, now we can double back to the chantry. Get some death root. Oh, I thought that was something I could walk up. Never mind. Let's talk to you.
Evan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
Let's see. What about that sword I found?
Evan told me about Grandfather's sword. So you have it then? suppose it won't go to waste, at least.
I'll return it after the battle. It belongs to your family. And it's not that great for me.
Use it well. If we survive, I'll gladly take it back.
Thank you again for Bevin. With my mother gone, well, I'm just glad he's safe. I can't thank you enough.
Stay safe, both of you.
The Maker sent you. I just know it. Thank you again.
Hold on a second. Back outside.
Stop fidgeting.
I don't like being out here, Dwin. The mayor's giving me the evil eye.
Well, he should. Because you're a good-for-nothing liar.
Where is the mayor?
But we don't understand why we're out here.
Where'd he go?
We're out here because I say we're
There
gonna
he is.
help these people. Since I've been...
Have you spoken to Owen?
Not
Is he
yet.
not the most stubborn fool you've ever met?
Haven't talked to him yet.
What are you waiting for? You need something from me? Oh? Ask away.
No.
Oh, sure,
Okay.
boss. Whatever you say.
Where am I going? Okay, we want to go over here. Blacksmithy.
As you wish.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
But I just got here. I haven't taken anything at all. You're mistaken.
Hey? You're not Murdoch. Who are you and what are you doing at my door?
I prefer not to speak through a door. Can I come in?
All right, all right. Let me undo the locks. All I ask is that you don't make any trouble.
I'll try.
Maker's breath. What is that smell? It's like someone set a brewery on fire.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are?
My name is Fargrim, Grey Warden helping Ban Tegan.
A Grey Warden, is it? It takes all kinds. Funny, you didn't sound like a dwarf through the door. Can't say I expected that.
What did I sound like?
My name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted?
Why have you locked yourself in the smithy?
My girl, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids. And she's trapped up there in the castle, but the bear won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my
Interesting
wife
camera angle.
passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone.
So you intend to drink yourself to death?
Why not? It's not like we're going to live past the night anyhow. Or are you going to save us?
Yes, I am.
Is that so? Maybe it's the drink talking, but you almost sound like you believe that. It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. provided any of us live through the night.
What about the militia? They need your help.
If you look for Velena, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much.
And what if she's dead?
It would be better than going to my grave wondering.
I'll do my best.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
I'll do better than my
You're
best?
asking a great deal, you wretched
How's that
little
even
man.
possible?
I want to promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
Okay, what's the difference between a promise and saying I'll do my best? What's stopping me from lying?
Nothing besides your conscience. You got one of them.
That's an insulting thing to ask.
Then I'll take what I can get and leave the rest to the Maker's grace.
No one can get to the castle now.
Eventually, they want to seek out the Arl and our lesser. And when they do, you go in and bring my Velena to me.
I promise you, I'll find her.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
Right then. It
Oh,
seems I have
Morgan.
some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm going to get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Morgan disapproves. Oh no. Oh, does that mean she lost the... did she lose the thing? Doesn't tell us. Yeah, she did, because her approval dropped. Oh, 17. Ouch. Man, need to stop being so nice.
I must admit, it feels good to be up and doing something finally. There's no way I'm sobering up before morning, however.
Let's talk business.
Right. I haven't got much, obviously, but I'll do whatever I can for you.
Oh, let's see. What do you have? Nothing I want. Can I loot you, though?
Hey, I see you found my hiding place. I'll stack some old equipment in there before Murdoch could get his hands on it.
Hiding place, you
I
say?
must admit, it feels good to be up and doing something finally. There's no way I'm so... I've you to thank for that, stranger. Just do what you've promised, and it will have been worthwhile.
What do you know about what's going on?
You mean why are these creatures attacking the village? Obviously something wicked corrupts the castle. My daughter used to tell me the Arlessa was up to something, hiding things from her husband. I told Velena she was imagining things, but maybe the Arlessa was involved in something. Blood magic, maybe.
You think the Arlessa made Demon sick?
I'd never make such accusations, but maybe if she was using foul magic, then maybe she just did at that.
What did your daughter say?
She thought the Arlessa was having an affair with some tutor she hired for the boy, Connor. I never listened much to her talk about it, though I wish now I had. It doesn't matter anyway. She's lost to me, and I can't do anything about her warnings now.
What do you know about the Arlessa?
Only that she's an Orlesian girl from beyond the Western Mountains. Far too young for our Arl. That's what I say. And too proud and headstrong from the sounds of it.
Have you told anyone about this?
Of course not. And who would I tell? And what good would it do now, eh? I just wish I paid more heed to my girl.
Other things.
What?
Business. Oh. Can I, like, try to get into there?
I don't think there's anything you'll need in there. But it's hard to say. I was in a bit of a rush when I filled it up.
It's locked. Or, yeah, couldn't the militia use it?
Not if I'm going to repair the equipment they have. That stuff is old, anyhow. Yeah, let me open it for you. I have the key.
Why, thank you. Let's check it out.
Right.
What's in here? Yeah, it's nothing. Let's take it to sell. 'Cause that's a thing we can do. How's this quest going? Someone could use something. Yeah. Okay. So, what else is there? Is there anything else around? House. What house? Let's explore that first. Doom-ba-doom. How am I supposed to get up there? I don't understand. That chest looks inaccessible. No stairs or anything. Okay. Let's check out this house. These daggers look huge. They say they're daggers, but they look like swords. Oh, you're for that quest.
Yes? What can I do for you?
Blackstone Irregulars.
I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my wife. Don't sign that paper, she said. They might pay you a few sovereigns now, but they'll be back. Blast. I'll see you on the front lines, I suppose.
Bye. I'm gonna loot your house. And by loot, I mean read your books.
Allow me. I can do that for you.
Oh my god. I need to get better at lockpicking.
Right.
This is ridiculous. Alright, let's see what...
There are many great tales of lost kings who
Gotcha.
returned to lands to reign in glory.
I am not lost.
What's over there?
Or for that matter, a king. There's
Oh,
nothing
tavern.
glorious about me.
You are Merrick's rightful king of Ferelden.
I am the son of a star-struck maid and an indiscreet man who just happened to be king. Look, I can't be king. Some days I have trouble figuring out which boot goes on which foot.
Complete fools are made leaders of kingdoms all the time, and you're not a complete fool.
What an utter relief.
And don't worry about the boots. Kings don't need to dress themselves. That's what advisors are for, isn't it?
And star-struck maids, apparently.
Tavern.
Let's get started.
I don't know how to get to that chest. Berwick.
Not looking for company.
Oh, okay. Shouldn't you be with the militia?
Why? I don't live here.
Why are you here? Then what are you doing here?
Just waiting until I can leave again.
Who are you?
I'm not here to talk.
There's something about this man's demeanor. I don't know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But you do, don't you? I know a spy when I see one.
Look, I don't know you, and I don't want to. I'm not... I mean,
That's a
I
huge
was
bottle.
just told to... I mean, just leave me alone.
I'm not going anywhere. Start talking.
About what? Just because you're a Grey Warden doesn't mean you can go around threatening people.
How do you know I'm a... Or this will be easier if you just tell me what you're hiding.
But I never... Oh, all right, I'll tell you. Just don't hurt me. This is more than I bargained for. Look, they just paid me to watch the castle and send word if anything should change.
Who's
But
they?
They never said anything about monsters. I haven't even been able to report anything since this started. I'm stuck, same as you, I swear.
Who's they? Who hired you?
A tall fellow. I forget his name. He, said he was working for Howe. Arl Rendon Howe. He's an important man, Terran Loghain's right hand. So I didn't do anything wrong.
How do we know you're telling the truth?
Here, this is a letter from them. It has instructions and everything. Keep it, do whatever you want with it. I just thought I was serving the king and making a bit of coin on the side. You have to believe me.
I think you should help defend Redcliffe tonight.
Oh, all right, I'll do it. Thank you for your mercy. I won't forget it.
What did I get for an item? Flat items. Graffiti. Who are you?
Another doomed soul come to drown their sorrows here, I see. If you came here for a drink, you'd have to talk to Lloyd. He's got a vice grip on the spigots. I'm just here to keep the boys from mutiny.
What do you know about the elf in the corner? You know, the one who just left.
Not much. He's very quiet. Says his name's Beric and he's here to meet his brother, but I think he's lying. He's a bit creepy.
How's business been?
What business? Without the castle soldiers, the only customers we have are local. And they're all in the militia with no money to spend. The few with any money are here, but it's not enough to justify working. Lloyd's a greasy pig. And if I didn't need this job so badly,
You don't care for Lloyd. You should be able to do better.
Oh, you think I'm pretty, do you?
Pretty enough that I'd help you leave if you wanted to.
You mean after the fighting's over? I'd really like that. What would I have to do in return?
Don't end up at another tavern.
Well, I can't promise that, but thank you.
Apparently I could just go around kissing everyone in this town. Chantry?
Later on, yes. Lloyd will lock himself in the cellar, and I'll go to the chantry. Are you fighting tonight?
Yes, I am.
That's good to hear. I didn't know that.
If you did know that, you wouldn't have asked.
Keep safe.
I should go. Everyone just standing in a row there. Lloyd! Oh, oops. Okay. Lloyd! What do you have to say?
Hello there, friend. Can't say we've ever met before. Stranger to the village, I take it. Haven't had many travellers lately. All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret coming, yes?
That voice sounds familiar. Let me just check something. Let's see who I think he is. Lloyd. It's Lloyd played by... No, it's not. Okay. What do you mean?
Oh, you know, evil creatures, impending doom, civil war, and the Earl's dead in the castle. Makes you thirsty, don't it? So, what'll it be? You are here to drink, I hope.
Who are you, anyway?
Name's Lloyd. We don't get many dwarves out here. Occasional trader, maybe. You're a smith. I hear old Owen could use a replacement.
Owen has reopened his smithy.
That's so. Good for him. Guess that means he doesn't need you, doesn't it?
Nope.
Something else I can get for you?
Answer a few questions.
Fine. Make them quick.
Shouldn't you be helping defend the village?
Why? When them creatures attack, I lock myself in the cellar. Just batten the hatches and wait it out. What's the point in getting myself killed with all the rest of them? If that makes me a coward, then I'm a coward.
Yep. You die fighting in the militia or die now. Your choice.
But Van Tegan said we didn't have to. He said... Fine, I'll go.
Thank you.
But all of this better be here when I get back. I don't want the place drunk out from under me. Blasted.
Can I talk to you now?
I see you got that bastard Lloyd to join the militia. It's about time he did something to help out. I guess this puts me in charge.
Ta-da!
Poor Lloyd will have an apoplexy just thinking about it, eh?
Or how's business been?
What business?
Yeah, go.
Keep safe and come back anytime. I won't lock up until near sundown.
What do you have?
What can I get you?
Supplies.
Fair enough. Let me see what Lloyd stored in the back. You can help yourself.
Ooh, everything is free. Nice. Take some healing. Injury kits are good. Ooh, got some recipes. Flasks. Fine. Can make potions of those. No fruit. Sure, why not? Yay, free stuff. Oh, I should have saved. In case it crashes. There we go. Save. Let's kind of just immediately get it. Oh, wait. Let's just go talk to him. I like that you can just tell it to go far, and it will. Saves me a little bit of effort.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need.
Yep.
The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll inform Bantigan the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards a welcome they won't soon forget.
Haha. We're gonna win this thing.
I hope you're right. We may just be village folk, but we're going to fight like there's no tomorrow.
Sir Perth.
You'll find him and his men at the mill by the bridge to the north.
Yeah.
I have a good feeling about tonight.
Talk to Sir Perth. What does Jeff to say?
Repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk
Dwayne.
Thanks for persuading him to come out here. He's going to be a great help. There's not much time before sundown. The men's spirit, Dwyn's presence.
Yay.
Overall, is there anything else?
Be back. Where is Sir Perth? He's over there. Wait, where is he? Over the bridge. Yeah. Dum-ba-dum. I don't know how to get that chest. Let's take a look at this place.
Windmill. I once took a ride on the sails of a windmill. Didn't turn out well.
No word from the castle.
What's that? Yeah, that's for you, I believe.
Flowers? For me? They smell lovely, and there's something so familiar about them. These were my mother's flowers. She would sprinkle the dry petals amongst her clothes. Oh, they smell just like her. Thank you so much.
Ta-da!
Say no more. The Arl lives, and I will not listen to your
Yeah, sometimes you get a gift which is like really special for that person, so.
Let's get started.
Yeah. So, yeah. Talk to him. Yeah, so you get like extra bonuses from them.
Greetings, Grey Warden.
I am as relieved as Van Tegan is to see you here. I must admit I am unfamiliar with addressing a dwarf of your station. I do not wish to be rude.
Call me Fargrim if you would.
As you wish, and thank you kindly. I am
You're not going to say that because it's
until
spoken
recently
word.
in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now, my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
Have you considered using the oil in the village store?
No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly?
A bunch.
Assuming that would hurt them. Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully. Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime?
Questions.
Ask me whatever you wish.
Supplies.
I'm not sure. Beyond that, you might try the village store. Ah, a fellow named... I suppose he might still have something to sell you. Though I wouldn't encourage dealing with a fool. He's a profiteer and nothing more.
What happened
You know
here?
about as much as I do. I returned a day before the attacks began, having heard strange rumors about the abandoned castle. I was the only knight to survive the first attack. Since then, I found others...
I think after the fight I might call it a day.
Until we get to the source of this evil, though, I do not think it will stop. And I don't believe we will be enough.
Did you mention something about an urn?
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, our lesser Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out of Tevinter and hid them in Ferelden. The urn's never been heard of since.
We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here.
Just what was the Earl sick with?
We were never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. He brought in a mage, but even that did nothing.
Oh no.
The Alessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish.
Why did the Earl believe anyone could find the urn?
The Earl once employed a scholar, Brother Denerim. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told.
Can no one find the other knights and bring them back?
Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliffe and heard the news of strange attacks.
So the knights left the castle defenseless?
Not at all.
Oh, okay.
A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliffe. I wonder if they perished there, or were transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood.
Something else.
As you wish.
What can I do to help?
I have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
See what I can do.
That gladdens my heart to hear it. No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to them,
Okay.
you will.
Let's see. What's in the windmill? Anything cool here? Oh, there's a crate on the other side. A love letter. An elixir of grounding. Oh, what? That is a very weird letter. I can't remember if that's for a quest or not. Okay, let's talk to that person. How far can we go? Can we just... Yeah, let's just enter the chantry. Whee! Run, Fargrim, run! Do you have anything to say that's new?
I hear both Murdoch and Sir Perth are ready for nightfall. Excellent news.
Yay!
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
It's a weird way for the conversation to progress, but oh well.
You are of dwarven blood and a stranger amongst us, yet you defend a home that is not your own. We are grateful for that.
I have my own reasons to be here.
Which doesn't include protecting innocence. Regardless, I am grateful the Maker brought you to us. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
How awful this must be for you all. Is this everyone who's left?
All those who cannot defend themselves, yes.
Oh no.
They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
Sir Perth needs holy protection.
I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
What do you mean?
Sir Perth believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
But if they think it helps them...
I suppose their belief in the Maker's power could inspire them, but it just seems like trickery. Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must.
Yay!
I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection.
Will
now
do.
please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
Yay! Who are you? You have a name also.
You're a Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostergar? In the Korkari Wild?
Oh, wait.
My husband and son went there to bring the chant of light to the chastened. But I haven't heard from
Oh,
them
the
since.
Rigby. Are you Jeddah?
I am. You've heard of me?
I have something here from your husband. Just a hunch. Take care.
Oh, his lockbox. If you're bringing me this... Oh no, I'm sorry. Thank you so much for bringing this to me. It means a lot to me. Maker's blessings upon you.
Quest completed. Yay! Now, do you have anything to say? Who are you? You're just a random named character. Now I have to go talk to Sir Perth again.
What do you need?
Ah! I was trying to talk to you. Back up here. Go, Fargrim, go!
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
Here, have some metal.
Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
Have some holy amulets.
To do this, the faith that will protect these men must come from their heart, surely.
If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice.
That's not even magical.
I do not approve of magery and such, but the symbols of the Chantry are holy and blessed by the Maker, not the work of mages. I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last.
Ready to make my stand.
There is still time before the sun goes down. If you have not yet spoken to Murdoch, or if there is anything you have planned...
Perhaps you're right.
Good. So do whatever you must and return before it is time. I will be here.
Let's quickly go talk to Murdoch. Morgan approves. Yay! Murdoch. Which one of you is Murdoch? Just go down there. They're not letting me. Murdoch.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We made... Are you sure? There's still time left if you need to talk with Sir Perth or...
I'm ready.
Then good luck to you. You'll need it.
Let's begin. Loading.
They're coming. Get to your positions. Make ready.
Bring it on. This battle is tough. It's so tough, it killed the game. Try reloading. Resume.
What do you wish of me?
I wanted to talk to someone else, actually. You got in the way.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quick. Are you sure?
Take our stand.
Then good.
Hi, Ami. She's waking up.
Light the traps. Burn these foul creatures.
Yay. Yeah, this battle's tough. Oh my god, so many of them. Doing okay so far. Okay. Yeah, we're doing good. Walking corpse. Yeah, so far so good. There's multiple waves to this. God, so many enemies. Okay, Alistair, you need a heal. Oh no, we lost one.
The monsters are attacking from the lake. They're attacking the barricades. We need help.
Knights, stay here and guard the path.
Come on, we need to hurry.
That was save? Yeah. Yo, please. Let's go. Hurry! Yeah, when you attack from the front, it's not nearly as effective. Oh, Anna, why are you so close? Ooh, you are tough. Oh, that was a waste. Change your tactics for a second. Why are you set to that? No, you're set to range. Okay. It's being weird. Yeah, so many criticals. I'm attacking from the butt, from the back. Oh, the animation got weird. It's looking like I was punching them for a second. So many. All the enemies. Health at the moment. Doing okay. Get some people. Sorry if I'm not talking much, I'm just trying to focus. No, don't talk. You. Attack you. Circle around. Quickly save. Oh, I was gonna loot the corpses. We did it! Yay!
We survived the night. We are victorious.
It was easier than I remember. Or I'm just better than I was the first time I played this.
We must remember, none of us would be here were it not for the heroism of these good folk beside me.
Yay!
I thank you, good sir. Truly the Maker smiled on us when he sent you here in our darkest hour.
I hope we'll be discussing a reward soon then?
If need be. With luck, we'll be discussing that with my brother.
Let us bow our heads and give honor to those who gave their lives in defense of Redcliffe. Now they walk with he who is their maker. Long may they know the peace of his love.
Remain silent.
With the Maker's favor, the blow we delivered today is enough for me to enter the castle and seek out your Arl. Be wary and watch for signs of renewed attack. We shall return with news as soon as we are able. Now, we've no time to waste. Meet me at the mill. We can talk further there.
Okay, so... yeah. Oh, let's quickly level up. What do we have? Dexterity. All the dexterity. Actually, one less dexterity. Then we can just give you that. Yeah, I think I'll give you that. That's useful to have for now. And you. All magic. That. Let's see, what do these require? Ooh, I want to get towards being able to do cast Storma Sentry. It's a good one. I'm gonna hold off on leveling you up, actually, just because I need to take some time to think about what kind of path I'm gonna be taking her down. So yeah, that's that. I'm gonna call it here for now. Next time we will wrap up this quest and see where we go from there. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching, even at this slightly unconventional time. And remember, it is never too late to have a good morning.